Tennessee River Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Kentucky Wildcats and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Tennessee started out strong but limped to the finish line in the SEC last year, going just 4-4. There is work to be done. They did not get extra eligibility for their quarterback, but known as the quarterback whisperer, Josh Heupel looks to rebuild at Tennessee. Back to you.
The Volunteers kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Kentucky's offense will have the football first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred. Because it's a rivalry game, they'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Wants to fire on second down. Just a little off. Incomplete. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They give it to him first time this season for the transfer. What a cut. Now he's loose. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. The play action fake. Bringing the heat. Swings it out to his running back. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Anderson. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Gonna run it. It's Barnes. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Run in the red zone. It's Barnes. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Keeps looking downfield. Quick step and go. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Play number 10 on this series. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
The Volunteers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And the man leading the attack, George McIntyre. He is someone this offense hoped to build around someday, and someday has arrived in the season opener. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. And the ball's headed quickly to the line.
And I know when we talk Josh Heupel offenses at Tennessee, we always talk about tempo and going fast and deep shots down the field. But David, one thing we also know is that he is committed to running the football. And Bishop, after a phenomenal year, a year ago, running for over 1,000 yards, you know they're going to be balanced, and you know they're going to feature him.
They're going to feature him, they're going to run him a lot, and they're going to run him at a fast pace, right? That's what they've done. And they've been so good at it. And it's not just the early ground game that you got to worry about. It's the wear-out factor late. They usually commit to the run game. They committed to Bishop last year. He got over 1,000 yards and looking.
Could be an alley. Got enough for the first. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
Got a man, it's Matthews. Could not make his way to the corner. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Get it out on the screen. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Vols go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
And a nice job slipping in the screen. Like, you got to know the situation when those pass rushers, Palmer, are going to come upfield and those situations where you can take advantage of the defense.
Yeah, I would love a David Pollock just running at me free and then finding a way to negotiate the throw around a guy that just knew he was going to be getting a sack. That feels so good. Complete the screen and keep the drive alive.
There he goes. Got some room into the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. Makes the grab. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteer! Fitted in the window for the score. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking down the middle. And wings it incomplete. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Volunteers in the hurry up.
Well, what you know about Josh Heupel in this offense is they're explosive, and they always seem to have a dude outside at wide receiver. They normally have multiple guys like that. You obviously lose Chris Brazzell, a big-time playmaker for the Vols. They're going to have to replace that, David, but they've done such a good job recruiting and developing. There's no question in my mind they're going to find guys that can go on the outside and hurt you.
They find those guys with speed, right? And they create so much space in this offense. Now, make no mistake about it. This is a run-first offense, and I love the way they do it. But developing that chemistry out wide, finding their new guys. They found them a year ago quickly. They stepped up. They made plays. Who's going to be their play?
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Matthews. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
That's so much fun to watch playmakers outside that you can...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And man, that is a huge play for the defense because they had to stop the bleeding. On the very last play, they gave up an explosive one, and all of a sudden it feels like the defense is on their heels. But what a great job in an individual effort, winning up front, getting around the block, and getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gordon. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it over the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Timeout taken by Kentucky. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Vols will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeper. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. Doing it himself again. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. And as they come to the line here, they're passing on a surefire field goal attempt. They'd better pay it off with 6. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. RPO complete to open the drive. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Trying play action. With the catch, it's Barnes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. And they got him.
Great job by the defense that time getting the sack. But no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
Running inside. It's Gordon. Might have a chance. Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard. The Vols come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to get it through the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
3rd and 1. Everything about defense says run, right? Bring more guys up, play aggressively, blitz more guys, and guess what? They threw the football, they caught you off guard, but you still had so many guys near the football up front. You were still able to get pressure, get the sack, make the big-time play.
And the field goal unit is on the field. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It is good! And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. To the air on 2nd down. Rushes on him. It's complete on the right side. Continues to fight for yards. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. The run inside. It's Barnes. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious, and he gets back in the fray shortly. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. My goodness, he unloads on that one. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gordon. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. And the Volunteers moving quickly to the line. Quarterback keep. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Pulls it in, it's Staley. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Volunteers are flying down the field. Takes a handoff. It's Gordon. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Staley. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Motion from the wideout. Running inside. It's Gordon. There's some room. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. He now has 56 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll try to snap it quickly.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run. Play the percentages.
Snags it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, it's Gordon. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
What a Game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Great place to start for this offense. Gets the back moving. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Just keep slinging it. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen and the defense ran right through it. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Got the quick completion. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing second and long from the 19. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Kentucky spends its second timeout here. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Gilmore. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Kentucky going quickly.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. We've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
Back to pass on second down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Throws to the tight end. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The run inside, it's Gordon. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Makes the catch, it's Staley. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jackson. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Finds his man. It's Jackson. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Complete in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And the offense just going to spike it here. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield very late in the half. It's complete to the left. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Under fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown ball! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to. Scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Patterson. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 3 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Buckeyes who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game inside Neyland Stadium. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. So here is the Tennessee offense. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Keep it on the ground. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Makes the grab. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Baxter. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it in. It's Anderson.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Running inside, it's Gordon. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Might as well stick with him. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll stop things momentarily for an injury on the play. There is a Kentucky Wildcat down. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Davis. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. to the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Volunteers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And he's knocked down. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. On the move, it's Gordon. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Staley. And they're able to get him on the ground. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. The Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. He can get this one up in the wind. It ought to carry for a while. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. An 8-yard pickup on the 1st down completion, now 2nd and 2. The run inside. It's Baxter. Maybe a crease. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. C.J. Baxter one more time.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
On 3rd down, here's Baxter. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. Across the 25. He's got room. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wildcats! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the middle. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out.
38, Kentucky, 14.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off-play action on first down. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Now the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Matthews. Touchdown, Volunteer! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Barnes. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Using his feet to buy time. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. They'll send the back in motion. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He's going to run it. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Catch in the middle, it's Bauer.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. After losing track of the play clock, better keep an eye on it this time. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Fires to the big fella. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The option, the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 5 yards away from another third down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Keeps it and gets the first down. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Looking for a crease. It's Barnes. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Wide receiver comes in motion. Handoff to the lone back. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it. Got a little grass. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, your defense is going to have to turn the page quickly. Not only did you just give up a 4th down run, but you gave up an explosive play, and now they've got the ball down close to your goal line. You're going to have to play big-time football here with your back against the wall.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
They've gotten to the quarterback 2 straight times, and now it's 3rd and a long goal to go. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Running inside, it's Morris. He's past the 30. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Here's the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
It is hard to continue to get up and get up and get up like he has, being sacked time after time again. But this QB, this offense, they're undeterred. They're continuing to put drives together, and most importantly, they're winning the football game.
And the Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Caught behind the line. It's Staley. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Keeps it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Vols will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Using his legs, it's Barnes. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Gonna have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Barnes. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.